Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend and my lazy ass is not ready to get out of bed, but I want to make a video here for you guys because I just read a very interesting article online, so I'm too lazy to set up the camera. We're going to be doing this via headset here. I hope you guys don't care, not that there's much to see in my videos. Anyway, alright, I was reading an article on ESPN.com. It was from guest commentator Nils Lofgern. You guys may know who that is. He's played guitar for Bruce Springstein and the E Street Band, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and a number of other bands that I'm forgetting off the top of my head that I'm sure some music geek out there will point out. Anyways, he's a huge sports fan, and he offered his commentary in regards to Michael Vick's stellar season so far. And again, we all know I'm a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles football team, and we all know my thoughts about Michael Vick. That goes without saying. I'm not here to rehash my personal feelings of Michael Vick. Like I said, that's more than been established at this point. But Nils decided to write this article a couple days ago, and it's raising a lot of eyebrows, specifically in the sports reporting community. And I just want to kind of read this here for you guys and see what the pulse of the internet here is as far as this story goes. And if you want to check out the text to this, I have it linked in the video description, so you can follow along at home while I read this. And I'll probably just put up a picture of cute puppies in the background to make this more enjoyable. Alright, the article goes as this. It's titled, "An Open Letter to the Men and Women of the Sports Reporting Community. I am so disheartened and disappointed by your collective lopsided praise of Michael Vick due to his recent spectacular on-field performance. Jamel Hill stated on ESPN's The Sports Reporters that if Josh Hamilton could win one of baseball's MVP awards after recovering from alcohol and drug abuse, why couldn't Vick win the award in the NFL? Well, for one thing, Hamilton has neither tortured dozens of dogs nor murdered defenseless animals. I do not know what is in Michael Vick's head or heart, but in a recent ESPN interview and elsewhere, he stated that while he was committing those heinous acts of cruelty, it never occurred to him that he was doing anything wrong. What a chilling, telling statement. In Vick's case, I believe his second chance should certainly allow him to be free and to love his family. I think he should make speeches about the error of his ways and help animal groups. I understand that he is doing some of these, and I applaud that. He also admitted to being haunted by his dog fighting days. That growth is welcome and necessary, but comes too late for me and those dogs. I support his right to earn a living, but while I can't fault him for taking great advantage of the opportunities afforded him by playing the NFL, I feel he does not deserve that lofty a place in our society and culture. However repentant he may be, he committed acts whose vileness will resonate down the years. When you do what Vick did, a second chance should never include the rare gift of an NFL career and the potential bounty it offers. Shame on the NFL for not banning him permanently. How can we justify this saga to our children?" Now, I just want to stop in the middle here because I got to tell you guys, the next part of this gets very graphic, so if this is a little, too rough to hear, please stop the video because this is going to go into detail about a lot of things that happened in Michael Vick's dogfighting camp. Alright. The fighting is bad enough, but when the dogs aren't up to their standards of violence, they'll beat the dogs against the walls until they're dead, hang, electrocute, or drown them. And if the schedule is too busy for torture that day, they'll just shoot them dead as the poor dogs gaze desperately into their eyes for just one moment of love and kindness. But love is one thing those dogs are forever and viciously denied. In addition to forcing the dog to fight, Vick and his cohorts bred the dogs. A butcher is often called in to rip out the teeth and nails of the incoherent canines, making it easier to chain them to what is known in fighting circles as a rape stand to be forcibly mated, cultivating only fear, rage, and hate in these blameless creatures. All of that to create more fighting dogs whose lives will just repeat the cycle of unspeakable suffering. Well, kids, although doing those things is wrong, 2 years after you admit to doing them, the NFL will let you have a job that may lead to an MVP award and many millions of dollars in a new contract. Parents are already dealing with a society seemingly gone mad. We have many troubled kids in our country. Some of them act out by hurting animals, themselves, and others in various ways. How do we square our interest in saving children when they can clearly see this kind of evil behavior for some is only a big bump on the road to fame, fortune, and glory? Truly frightening. I'm a giant sports fan. However, the cynic in me thinks that if Vick were a third-string lineman, the NFL would have set an example and banned him for life. Maybe many of the other significant charges Vick was facing wouldn't have gone away if he didn't have the prestige of being an NFL quarterback who can afford high-priced lawyers to wrangle pleas and deals. For the NFL to be that forgiving of evil, vicious behavior is a terribly inappropriate act of forgiveness and has brought a sick, sad, dirty feeling to many of us fans who have loved the game for so long. And to you reporters, whom I enjoy and respect, the sentiments in this letter are suspiciously absent in your hundreds of hours of Vick coverage. Recently, on another edition of the Sports Reporters, Mike Lupica said that this Vick issue spoke to the shallowness of the pro sports world. Wow! 3 seconds versus hundreds of Vick is so great hours. Way to go! Just because the NFL lost its spine and common sense on this matter doesn't mean the reporters have to get in line and go along. Well, there you have it, people. That's about as blunt as you can get, and Nils sure as hell didn't hold back any punches. I mean, you guys think that he was, dead on accurate and 100% right with what he was saying? Does Michael Vick, not deserve his lofty paying job in the NFL, or has he served his time and all that shit? And I don't know. It's kind of interesting here, people. And like I said, this guy plays for my favorite professional sports team, and we all know where I stand on the issue. So what the hell do you guys think? Anyways, I think I'm gonna go back to bed, even though I'm already in bed. Have a great day, everyone.